everyone. Welcome to the show. We've got another great edition of Bring It in the House podcast show where we spotlight musicians, entertainers, artists, and leaders. Get your meal. And we have a fantastic meal in the house with us tonight. We're talking about veteran actress, the beautiful Starletta. Hello, Starletta. How are you today?
I am blessed, sweetie. I'm doing great. How about
doing
you?
Fine. It's so good to have you on the show.
Well, it's my pleasure to meet you.
I am doing well, Starletta.
This afternoon.
Thank you. Were recently in one of the blockbuster movies. You co-starred in the movie One Battle After the Other with Leonardo DiCaprio. Oh my gosh, and Sean Penn, and so many impressive cast members were on there, including Regina Hall and Tiana Taylor, Chase Infinity. Please tell us, what was it like working with these popular actors?
Well, actually, it was a joy because Tiana I hadn't met before. Actually, the only person I knew a little bit was Regina Hall, but Leonardo was a sweetheart. My scenes are with him, Tiana Taylor, and Regina. Chase Infinity is a new breakout star in our movie. Mm-hmm. She plays my great grandbaby. So Tiana is my grandbaby who comes home and has this beautiful baby and makes some other decisions. And then Leonardo's character and Regina, they have to go into hiding. So they take the baby with them. And Sean Penn is the antagonist and who's looking for everybody. Yeah. And it's about revolutionaries. You know, Gil Scott-Heron, his rap, the revolution is not going to be televised. You hear that all through the movie. It's timely because they went to the Mexican border to help folks there. So it's right on time. We shot the movie 1.5 years ago. And it's amazing how prophetic our director, Paul Thomas Anderson, his vision, and then what's going on today is what we're dealing with. Yes, because 1.5 years ago, we didn't know ICE was going to be doing all this, you know, coming into our neighborhoods, coming anywhere that, you know, they can snatch up folk and treat people the way they are, being treated. And it's amazing, you know, this is what we're dealing with. But, you know, as a people and someone my age, I've seen a lot in these 84 years. But the one thing that gives me comfort is that I know that God has brought us from when we were snatched, brought here, how we survived, overcame, and it blossomed in spite of whatever what was going on. And we're still doing it. You can't erase us. Folks think so, but we've invented most stuff that people need today. The technology, we've been on top of that. And you remember with Hidden Figures, John Glenn wouldn't go into space unless these 5 Black women, mathematicians, did the calculations. And you saw how they were treated. But as our former First Lady, when they go low, we go high. And we've always done that. Always been classy. We've always, you know, put race out there. So love will overcome hate any day in the week.
They sure will. Amen. We're going to take a look at that trailer now. We're going to take a quick look at that movie trailer. Guys, this is the beautiful and lovely Dr. Starletta DuPois. She's a veteran actress. She's been acting for years. We're going to get more into her career. But right now, we're talking about the latest film that she co-starred in. And let's take a look at it now. One Battle After Another. Right here on Bring It in the House.
Okay.
Might not be able to hear it. I think on this one they took out the volume. They did.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's trying to get the password or tell them the password so he can get help in being able to find his daughter because she's been kidnapped. So I can just kind of go along. And he cannot get it together. He's drank too much, got high too much, and he couldn't remember one of the last things. So that's Tiana, my grandbaby, looking like she's ready to pop. And she comes home.
Aww.
That's Chase, who they kidnapped. And what she has to go through to get away. And he's just so frustrated because he can't remember the last thing he's supposed to say. So anyway, so in the first trailer, you'll see me telling him he's not qualified to be with my daughter, because my granddaughter, because she comes from a whole long line of revolutionaries. And what's so ironic about this, I was in college at a HBCU, Maryland State, in the 60s. It's no question I'm a part of the civil rights movement and a revolutionary, because we had to stand up to the Klan. They burnt a cross on our campus. Yes. And just right after Dr. King was assassinated in 68, the year I graduated. So I was able to share that with our director and Leonardo. I say, you guys are doing this in a movie, but Grandma Jenny, that's my character, has done this in real life, you know. But you have to be ready to die in order to live. And all of us knew then that there would be a today. So the fight we were fighting and still fighting, because generations coming after us, it's important for them to know not only their history, but what we were ready to sacrifice in order for that to occur. The voting rights bill and, you know, other things, affirmative action. So it's a good fight. I'm not tired. You know, I see how important. And Teyana Taylor, Regina Hall, and Chase all said that they were standing on my shoulders. So all that I've had to go through, having this career, this dream of mine, has been well worth it, because my job was to make it easier for those coming after me, that they can navigate a little easier in this business.
Yeah.
So no regrets. And I'm still living.
No regret. Yes, you're still doing it. You're still living your dream. So when did you start acting? I mean, was it in like grade school, high school? When did that bug bite you?
No, when I graduated from high school, I went to nursing school for 2 years. And then my anatomy instructor said, well, you have the aptitude to be a physician. And this is, you know, early 60s, late 50s, early 60s. So I went to Maryland State, begged the dean to let me in. I told him I didn't have any money, but I'll work as many jobs as you have, but I have to get an education, because my grandmother told me that education would be my way out of poverty, out of whatever. And I went to an HBCU. Maryland State is now University of Maryland Eastern Shore. And our professors made sure we were prepared. They told us we had to be 3-4 times more prepared just to be on an equal playing field in the marketplace. But while I was there as a biology major, working at least 3 jobs, Marion Sujet used to come down from Philly, my hometown, and do theater. And I started doing plays there. And I did Ennui's Medea. That's Hell Hath No, what is it? Hell Hath No Fury as a Woman Scorned, because she helped Jason get the Golden Fleece, and then they were exiled. And where she went, he decided to have a younger version of her. And she says, I don't think so. And the mayhem that she threw out there. And I said, oh my goodness, the light bulb went on. I went to and got my degree in biology, but I knew I was going to go to New York to study. And I was blessed in the early 70s to do on-the-job training. So I was blessed to work with phenomenal actors, amazing directors. And then of course, I got a chance to go to Broadway with Richard Wesley's Mighty Gents. And I was nominated for a Tony Award alongside Morgan Freeman. I've been in high, tall cotton all my career with those that I've been blessed to work with. You know, James Earl Jones has been my father. He's been my husband. Cicely Tyson, I did a wonderful movie with her. And Ruby Dee. I mean, just so many people. And in New York, there were so many places to study anyway. So not coming out of Juilliard or Yale or Carnegie Mellon, you know, different places that are renowned for their theater arts department. We had the Drama Society at Maryland State, so we were doing theater, but we didn't have a theater arts major, which I hope someday that they will have now, you know, because a number of us have come out of the school and have gone on in the entertainment field and, you know, have done well. Yeah.
Wow, you've been really blessed. You've had an extensive career in the field of, you know, theater arts, entertainment. Oh man, when you started out on this journey, did you have any inkling that it would, you know, go to such heights? Your career?
No, I just knew this was something that I had to do. And people said, or even my father said, well, wait a minute. You have a degree. Why are you struggling? I said, I'm not struggling. I'm doing what I love. I love this. And I'm as much a healer as an artist as I would be if I were a physician. Because we make you laugh, cry, hopefully make you think, and that you're able to escape for a period of time of all your concerns and worries and things in life, and that you dive into what you're seeing. And like I said, I've wonderful directors, wonderful stories I've been able to tell. I'm the only actress who's done all 3 women roles in A Raisin in the Sun. So when I got out of college, I did Beneatha. Then I did Ruth for a good while. Now I'm doing Lena Younger. So it's been a blessing. And working with people like Esther Roll and Danny Glover and Jim Pickens. Glenn Turman was my first Walter Lee. Being able to do August Wilson plays. I'm the original Bernice. I was on my way to Broadway, back to Broadway with that. And my dad got cancer. And his lady asked, would I come home and help her take care of him? And I have sisters there. Whatever she asked me, I'm the eldest. And I made a decision over being rich and famous, be obedient and go home and honor a man that needed to see what unconditional love looks like. And the doctors gave him 6 months. God, I believe love gave him 2 years. So the journey that I've been on is
2 years.
And it's not just about, you know, me being an actor. It's about me as a human being and a compassionate human being to love on others. I adopted my son at 55 years old. I look back and said, girl, how in the world at 55, a 4-year-old, but he's now grown.
Yeah.
I'm a grandma.
Yes.
Yeah. So
your grandmother, and that's the fullness of God. That's what it's all about.
Exactly.
Full circle. That full circle.
Obedience is better than sacrifice.
Yeah. So, sacrifice. Amen. Amen. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Congratulations again on your most recent film. Now, it was released just last month. Am I right? In September. This movie.
No, it was released. What did we? Oh yeah, in September. Yeah, it's been out
Yeah,
maybe
September
three
20.
weeks, almost 4 weeks now. So it's a
And it's
big
at the
budget,
box.
huh?
It's at all the it's at the box offices
It's
currently,
in the
right?
theaters. Yeah, it's a Warner Brothers production. People can see it in VistaVision or IMAX, and
Mhm.
it's a fast-paced movie. You cannot anticipate what you think is going to happen next because you'll be surprised, which is great, to hold your
Yes.
attention. And
Yes.
I'm proud to have been a part of it. Uh,
Mhm.
and I had a wonderful experience in that I've never had a casting director come to my home to audition me. Normally, it's the other way around.
Yeah.
And now they have us doing self tapes or Zoom auditions. Actually, that sort of started during COVID.
COVID.
Uh,
Mhm.
but this was amazing. She came, she put me on tape, and then I made, the decision to do it. And it's a huge budget film, but this wasn't about me maybe getting my quote. I made the choice, and I've done this, a number of times, to just do the work.
Mhm.
God will
Yeah.
give you the
So,
harvest, the folks, but I am fighting for the equality of women being paid what we should be, definitely that. But
yes.
it's
Yes.
important that the legacy of work that you leave behind, people can say, oh, wow. In fact, the 30th anniversary of Waiting to Exhale is coming up, and I'm smiling because one of my lines in that movie, he's a good man, Savannah, a good man. He's just in a bad situation and he's trying to get out of it. Anyway, we'll be celebrating the 30th anniversary next month in New York. So I will be going to do that. I'm laughing because I've heard that phrase probably about 1,000 times on TikTok, everywhere. Dogs, cats, babies, grown-ups,
Mhm.
everybody is saying that line.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
stuck out, you know what I mean?
Everybody's.
For people. Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Yes. Yes.
I would tell a woman,
I wasn't aware that you
Whitney's mom.
waiting
Whitney
to
used to,
exhale. That's
yes,
amazing. Congrats.
thanks.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Oh my
So
God.
you see,
Yay. That's
it's been
amazing.
cussing Day Day out in Friday After Next. Gaggett, true to
Friday
the game,
afternoon.
true to the game is the Terry Woods a trilogy of her books. And I heard that men learn to
Mm-hmm.
read reading her books in prison. So then when we had the opportunity to do it, all three of the uh, books, and I hear the fourth book. It's about Gaggett. It's about my character, although I was murdered in the third one. Anyway, but so it's just so much to look forward to. Animation about Bass Reeves will be out in January. Sorry, and I play a Choctaw
Mm-hmm.
Black Indian woman who has powers that if you needed a prosthetic, I can make one for you, but yours would have the Lord of the Rings kind of powers. So that's going to be interesting to see what that looks like when it comes out in January. So still dreaming is what I'm saying. I'm still dreaming. And I want to encourage
Yeah.
anybody that's watching this. We're never too old and it's never too late for us to realize any dreams. God gives us many gifts. He intends for us to use them. So
Yes.
don't
That
quit
is
on
so true.
what I'm saying. And for
Yeah.
me, one yes makes me forget every no I hear because I'm in a business that's very subjective. I hear no a
Mm-hmm.
lot. And
Mm-hmm.
for other people, it was too much and they quit. But see, when I heard a yes, I said, oh, okay. And what has my name on it, I'm going to do. So I rejoice when colleagues of mine book something. Maybe when we went up for the same thing, they booked it. I'm happy for them because I know I have a turn coming. Never, jealous or never
turn coming
in, opposition to someone else. I want us all to work. Right.
Yes.
Now we're independently things too. I love that.
It's enough for everyone. Don't you agree?
I agree. And not only that, I'm working now on a project where Golden Girls meets Sex in the City meets Girlfriends, called Silver Sneakers. So there are those of us that are mature, fine as wine, lovely women who are educated, and as we have become widowed, let's just say we are seeking to do something else wonderful for our community and all of that. So Silver Sneakers. And now we've done everything, and I'm wearing a different hat. So I'm wearing the actress hat, but also producer. So that's wonderful.
It is. Congratulations.
Yeah. So you see, we can do anything we want to. Yeah. And if we believe in ourselves, and I trust God. I mean, I couldn't do any of this without my Savior, because it just, when I need to be comforted or when I need to know it's not over for you till you close your eyes. And that's, that's comforting. So you guys, y'all should know that. Anything you want to do, and you've been given a gift, and normally we're given more than one, stretch out and do it. And a lot of times we waiting on someone else. We have the capacity as a people to do anything, finance anything. You can see that whenever we've had to boycott certain entities. Now it's our purse. We don't need to be in the streets. It's our purse and our wallet. You all are not treating us fair. I don't need to shop with you. And it causes people to change their mind, because for a lot of people, money is the bottom line. So, and we know how to make something out of nothing, and it'd be fabulous. Grandma could take leftovers and turn it into a banquet. So what we're dealing with right now, we know, we've seen this. So we're going to be fine, because we know how. As an artist, I never know when I'm going to work. I took a chance on Starletta. I gambled on her. People say, you didn't play it safe. I said, yes, I did. So far, so good. And I know how to live great on any kind of.
Yeah.
So it's kind of where your thoughts and passion is. What you feel you have to have, and you find out. When we leave here, have you seen a Brinks truck behind a hearse? No.
Yeah, I know. I've heard that before.
Yes. U-Hauls behind the money. No. Because as we came into the world, that's how we leave. We're leaving. So yes, we should have lovely things, as we are blessed to be able to afford stuff, but that can't be the end all and be all.
That's it.
Because I've heard a lot of very wealthy people say the money didn't bring them happiness. And say, well, wow. I mean, it helps smooth the waters, right? But the joy that you need, the peace that you need, that stuff is priceless. You can't buy it.
You can't buy it. It's true. And so true. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, this is the beautiful, lovely veteran actress, Miss Starletta DuPois. She's in the house and she's talking about her latest film that she was involved in, One Battle After Another. And this is like a picture here. I just wanted to share with you guys real quick. There she is, gorgeous. And she's playing aside Academy Award winner Leo DiCaprio in this movie. And also, I want to share some pictures here of you. Now, that's a group of you guys. Tell us a little bit about this photo, Starletta.
Well, I'm a Bruin. I did my MFA, took advantage of affirmative action to go to UCLA, get an MFA in theater well after I'd already been working. So when I went there, I was in my 40s. They thought I was in my 20s. I didn't tell them anything. I didn't need any, you know what I mean, help or anything. I could hold my own. This picture is, we had a grad student, Melania Gray, who was getting her MFA in theater, and she wrote this beautiful short film that Oba Babatunde reworked the screenplay, and Angela Gibbs, Oba, myself, and some other wonderful actors and actresses did her thesis film. We shot it over a weekend. She got an A+, and 4 days later, she walked graduation summa cum laude. Amen. So that's a labor of love. Wasn't about money. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't about money. It was about the work, and we had a fabulous time. It's amazing how you pull that up, girl.
Yeah, yeah.
You probably put it up on Facebook, and
here's another one. Look at that.
Yeah. That one is, I was in Atlanta last month and got the Mogul Award. And what they did is one of the writers of Silver Sneakers let AI kind of rework me. I love it. Actually.
Yes, it's gorgeous.
So that's what I'm saying. We AI. We just have to let it have it work for us. You know, to our advantage. Yeah.
That's right, guys.
You're not running away from it. I was amazed when we were during our strike and everybody was so worried about AI. AI is not going away, and AI is helpful, and you just have to have control over and embrace it. Yeah, you have control over how you want it. You can see how it makes us look. It's fabulous. I can put a new headshot up.
Yeah, she has been on numerous TV series, including The Jeffersons, Little House on the Prairie, Lost, City of Angels, Black Jesus, and The Steve Harvey Show, and so much more. This is the lovely and talented Dr. Starletta DuPois. We thank you so much for stopping by. Any shout outs before you go?
My shout out would be, live your dream. Choose love over hate. Choose the light over darkness. And everything is going to be all right. Just know that. Find peace and joy. Love on your family, because 5 minutes from now is not promised to us. So let people know you love them. Let people know you embrace them. And we can agree to disagree. But love is the only answer that has ever worked throughout history. So we all know that in our heart of hearts. So be encouraged. Yes.
Be encouraged. Guys, the movie that she's in, the most recent one, One Battle After Another, is in the theaters right now. So you want to check it out, okay? I wanted to say this too before we go. You got a chance to work with the Academy Award nominated filmmaker, Mr. Paul Thomas Anderson. Just want to give him his credit as well. What was it like to get to work with him?
He is so sweet and amazing, and he gives you the freedom to improvise. Like if the words don't form, what's on the page doesn't form in your mouth or in your spirit, It's like, well, what would you say? How would you say that?
Mhm.
And it was wonderful because he allowed us
Mhm.
all to bring what we're bringing to the table, as well as what he had scripted, what he had on the page, because he's the writer and director and producer. And just a sweet spirit. All of them asked me when we had the premiere, how was my grandbaby? Because the first day I worked, my grandbaby Dorian Onyx Aaron Dupois was born. And I was so worried about him because his mom was having a cesarean section. So the nurse in me, pre-med in me, was nervous of, how that was going to work out. When I finished my scene, they took me to the hospital for me to see the baby. And I was the first one actually to see him beside his mommy and daddy. So that was wonderful. And a year and a half later, they were all asking me, how is he doing? So you can see the compassion. We became a family doing this project.
Mhm.
And the other performers in the film too are all saying the same thing. I've noticed when I've watched their interviews. So a great experience. I would love to work with him again. And I hear that if you have worked with him, somewhere down the line, he pulls you back into the fold to do something else. So that's nice too.
That is wonderful. Congratulations on all your success, Starletta. Thank you so much for stopping by. We love you. Everybody, please check her out. Go to YouTube or anywhere on social media. Look for Starletta Dupois. I can't say it the way you say it, but
All right,
I love it. Yeah.
Thank you, baby. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You're very welcome. We'll see you back here soon on Bring It in the House. Have a great week.